But anyways,
Ford gave away with that.
Go check out that website. If you're looking for a badass truck, a badass car, the website is so well put together. It's really easy to navigate. And if you need a car, right there, customcars.com. And that's our sponsor for our most popular segment. Props to them. And if you go and mention Two Nobodies with the mic, what are you getting, Rafa?
We'll give you $1,000 off. Woo. If you come this weekend, we'll give you $2,000 off.
Whoa!
It's Martin Luther King weekend. We got to have some sales, right?
That's right.
Get down there.
You know.
Shanae.
We don't have Juneteenth sales yet.
We need a car now.
If you have a dream to save $2,000, head on over.
Yes.
Head on over. But don't come get a Rover.
So, let's go into our NFL Wildcard Weekend, man. This is so awesome. Saturday, we have our Saturday games. We have Rafa's most hated city. Seahawks. Oh, here we go.
This is based on pure hate.
Seahawks versus the Niners. Niners minus 9.5. Over under 42. Odie, if you're out there, Odie, this is where we want you to call in because we want you to fight for your life here. Has he been on it all, Eddie?
Yeah, he's been. He's probably still in here.
Okay,
Odie. Go over your blue chip while we wait for him.
Yeah,
go over your
my blue chip in this game, Niners minus 9.5. Niners, both games this year, outscored them 48-20. Covered both very easy. They're on fire. I think Seattle's just happy to be there. They showed a clip today on McAfee's Instagram. They're jumping around. Carroll's rolling around in a scooter.
McAfee?
On the McAfee Instagram. He's like the virus? The virus program?
Yes.
No, on Pat McAfee's
I'm going to start
Instagram.
dressing like Pat McAfee. A suit that's up to here and a V-neck that goes down to my belly button.
There you go.
Or a tank top.
Shanae's like, what is that guy wearing?
Anything he wants at this point.
Yeah,
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So I like the Niners. They've crushed them this year. Niners are hot. I think they're the best team in the NFC.
I do too.
So
I do too. I'm just going to throw a stat out.
I heard the stat. Let's hear it.
Stat. So the last like 10 or 12 years, if a team has more than a 7 game win streak going into the playoffs in the NFC, they lost in the first round. I don't see that happening. But I mean, listen, gambling is about trends. Trends are meant to be broken.
What's your take on this one?
I like Niners to cover. I wouldn't even go money line. I would go cover.
Geno Smith is going to show up with a flannel shirt and a Nirvana freaking shirt underneath that.
They haven't closed. They didn't close the season very, very good.
They didn't. They didn't close.
They were hot. They barely sneaked out that game.
They barely won.
They sneaked out that game against Baker.
Yeah, against the Rams.
Yeah. So,
how we looking, Eddie Money?
Good. Want me to get him?
Yeah, get
Odie on the line. Let's hear Odie's take on his boys.
Odie's our biggest fan.
Odie is our number one.
A shout out to Antonio Morales who shared our story and is asking. He's trying to spread the good word of Two Nobodies with the mic. I hope he's watching. Antonio Morales, great job. Thank you for your support, buddy.
You ever want to call in, bud?
Yes.
Zach also said he was right about the Seahawks.
Oh,
yeah, he was right. He was right. They make the playoffs. He thought he said they would win the fucking division. So yes. Zach, you were 50-50.
Zach loves to poke the bear right here.
He loves.
There's nothing.
The thing is, this bear.
I could read Rafa like a book.
He's like a salmon though, and I'm a fucking bear. That's the difference.
Damn, swimming upstream.
Exactly. In a stream of fucking 6 inches of water.
Zach,
Daddy coming to get it.
All right, we should have Odie on.
What's up, Odie?
Yep. What up?
Oh, man.
What's up, Odie? So, Odie.
What's going on?
Tripping on this. So, we're going over our NFL Wildcard Weekend, and the first game that we're talking about is Seahawks in San Francisco.
The gold rush, baby.
That gold rush.
You know what? I hope so.
It's been a fan since 1912.
Odie, you're a Niner fan, right?
That's right.
You don't do the whole Niner gang bang bang thing, do you?
No.
That is the worst.
That sounded wrong along the lines, right?
Because no, they do that. Niner gang bang bang. It's so stupid.
I thought it was something else.
You gotta put a comma in there.
Yeah. Pause.
I think it's bang bang Niner gang.
I didn't say gang bang, did I?
Yes, you did. That's exactly what you said.
I did not.
Dude, twice.
Family show.
Well, listen, as a Raider fan, that's probably subconsciously, that's what I was thinking. So, go. Yeah, well, So, Odie, we wanted to bring you on. You always have knowledge, especially of your team. What do you think is going to happen here, my player?
Well, okay. So divisional games always scare me, and then playoff divisional game, right? You're playing the team that you play. You know, you've already played them twice. We whooped them. We beat them twice. I don't know if you guys remember last year, we beat the Rams twice, and when we faced them the third time, which was in the
you did us all a disservice by losing to the stupid ass Rams.
Yeah, so but obviously that was the Rams Super Bowl champs, ended up being the Super Bowl champs. Seahawks are not even close. We should roll them. I'm not too worried about that. To be honest with you, I think I don't know what the over.
Sounds confident as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, big time. Check this out. Check this out. I don't know what the over under is with Brock Purdy, but I'm thinking 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's 42. It's 42, and that offense has been rolling.
No, I mean him in passing touchdowns.
You think he's going to throw 3 touchdowns?
I think it's over under passing.
You'd like that?
1.5.
Oh, 3 touchdowns.
What do you think?
McCaffrey, a little fucking
run.
A little reverse with Debo.
Is Debo 100%?
Oh, he played last week.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I think he was already ready, but since they were rolling, there was no reason to rush him back.
I feel Odie's like a fucking Niner insider for the gangbang.
Listen to me. I don't want to say this right now, but me and John Lynch, we're on the phone every day.
Oh, I love it. Look at Odie.
Odie shows up to John Lynch's door, and he's like, I'm here for the gangbang.
Hey, by the way, real quick, I'll take the answer off air, right?
I love it.
I just want to defend. Look, Adams is better than Debo, but it's not by much. It's not by much. Debo, listen. Wait, listen.
Did you fall off your rocker?
Listen. It's because we line up Debo as a running back. That's why they don't respect him. But he does it all.
No.
He does it all.
So, Odie, I said this on episode 10. So, I agree. Debo Samuel last year, and I told you this, the last 4 games of the season last year, Debo Samuel was the best football player in the NFL. He carried that effing team.
Yes.
He was everything. He was a monster. But he's not as good as a receiver. We said receiver. If you're talking football player, I might give it to Debo.
And that's the problem.
Oh, he's a better overall football player. I can agree with you there.
But not receiver.
He's not better than Chase. He's not better than Jefferson. He's not better than Adams.
Yeah.
Probably not even better than Hopkins.
Listen, at the end of the day, who's in the playoffs? Let's go.
I agree with you. Later, bud. He closes with a Niner gangbang.
So, you know what? We forgot to do. Odie, when you come on the show, you have to say who you are, where you're from, and how many beers you've had. So.
Oh, okay. No, listen. Unfortunately today, no drinks.
No Shirley Temples?
No Shirley Temples today. Calling Lancaster, California. Out here in the high desert.
West Lancaster.
The high desert.
East or west?
The high desert.
Yeah.
East or west?
No, he's West Lancaster. West
side.
Yeah, Odie's on the west side.
Listen, I'm too city folk to go to the east side. I wouldn't survive it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Odie, Brock Purdy's passing touchdowns is 1.5.
1.5, Odie. What do you think about that? He's going 3.
It's minus 109.
Odie's blue chipping.
It's only at minus 109, so lock it in.
Wow, look at Odie.
Odie, thank you for calling in, brother. You sounded amazing. You know, I'm kind of bummed because I love when Odie's here. Odie and E-Buck, when they come, they bring an amazing bottle of tequila.
Always.
And they almost finish it. I have 4 bottles of really good tequila that have this much in it. So I'm kind of bummed.
We're gonna take enough until you fill it up with what's left over.
Yeah. All right.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Thanks,
Odie.
Odie.
Have a good night.
Yeah, Odie.
All right. So I think we've covered that. Now, we have a lot to talk about in this next game.
Oh, this next game.
There's so much on the line, and I think I already told you how I feel about it. But here we go. Chargers.
Jags.
Versus the Jags. Jags are in Jacksonville, and the Chargers are road favorites. Minus 2.5. Over under 47 and a hook. This is on Sunday, correct?
No, this is tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Oh, this is yes. This is the second Saturday game.
This is the tomorrow night's prime time game.
Oh, what a great game.
Line didn't change after Mike Williams was declared out either.
So that line actually opened at 2, went to 1 on Tuesday, and I think by Tuesday Vegas knew that they for them there wasn't a factor. I think they had it. They moved it. It went back to 2.
Too.
Yeah, I think the line was factored in that he wasn't playing. So we thought it was going to be at 2, right, Mike? During the week on the group chat, we thought it was going to be like in there 2-3.
It's close.
Yeah, so the Chargers actually have dominated this series overall. Their only loss in their last 10 games to Jacksonville was this season. That 38-10 game at home, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna blue chip this game. I'm gonna give you the information I have on the game, and you do whatever you want.
I think that's really smart.
Chargers are 5-0 in Jacksonville, undefeated in Jacksonville. 9-1 the last 10 head to head against the spread. They've dominated. Overs 47. Their last 7 against Jacksonville, 6-1 to the over. You do with that what you want. It sounds like San Diego to the over. Coaching for me is an issue there.
Yes.
So that game, I'm going to bet it. I'm going to tease the Chargers. That's what I'm doing.
I agree. I'm honestly, I'm just going quarterbacks. I like Herbert more than
Then
Trevor Lawrence?
They said the
are you out of
loser
your
has to
mind?
shake
Why would
their
you
head.
even do that? Why did Trevor Lawrence? Like if we said Tua and he does that bullshit, right? He came out. Like, by the way, Tua fans, Dolphins fans, this man right here came out week 8 or 9, 10, said Tua was better than Herbert.
He was
Tua hasn't
top
been the
3.
same since.
miraculously that's off your YouTube page. I don't know who deleted that.
Oh, did you have that deleted?
Listen.
No, I'm just kidding.
Tua's had some head issues.
I think it was your fault.
It might have been my
I
fault.
think you owed
Listen,
him.
I think in week 8 I apologized and said I was dead wrong. Okay,
All right.
I was wrong about that. I hate the Chargers.
It wasn't week 8. It was episode 8. You might have said that.
Yes,
That you
what I
were dead
meant.
wrong.
That's what I meant.
So, and you got to take on this game, just Herbert.
I would take Chargers to cover because of Herbert.
I saw on Instagram that moron. What's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ocho?
No,
Ocho
I
brothers?
can't stand that guy. The Herd guy.
Oh,
Colin
He said that Herbert would have an impressive playoff debut. Blah blah blah. So
I agree.
I could see that.
I do.
What do you
so
think? What do you
he
think,
went
Eddie
out
Money?
on a limb there.
Yeah, I know.
It was a good game to watch. I like the over.
I think it's going to be the highest scoring game of the weekend.
I think
Yes.
Colin Cowherd also said that LaDainian Thompson would have freaking 3 touchdowns.
In that game, he's going to throw for 1, rush for 2, throw for 1.
I mean, that dude, if you watch every week, he just gives like a random fucking stat that he's so wrong.
Does he watch the games?
Well,
I don't think he does.
I think he's handed things, but you have so many producers on the
How?
show.
No, there's no way.
Bro, but you have to watch
There's
the
no
games. You
way-
can hand me whatever you want, but
There's no way he's handed this shit. All the wrong facts that he always says. There's no way he's handed that. That is shit.
or they fired that producer.
That is
already.
shit.
Yeah.
That is shit that he thinks he knows, and he's wrong. I guarantee you, they're telling him, dude, stop.
so many clips of him like talking about like
Like,
what players playing, and he's not even.
and there's not even on the team.
Or he's,
Oh,
like,
is that a
declared
thing?
Out.
That's why
yeah,
I
definitely a
said he
thing.
probably said
There's so
LaDainian
many.
Thompson's gonna
Oh,
have
so
3
his producer's
touchdowns.
got to suck then. The guy he's
That's
got in
what-
his ear sucks.
No, it's not.
You need to apply for that
It
gig.
might be the producers because his co-host has a couple times also said some
Yeah,
pretty
Jason McIntyre
false information.
said some stuff, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're right." And it's like the wrong thing,
It's
both
like,
of them.
Dude, yeah, I would hope it's not the producers. Your job, like we can say some stupid shit and be wrong about it because we're just saying it off the cuff. That's their job. They get paid millions of dollars
Plus, I
and
think
have
they all
meetings.
And they sit with like computers in front of them. and shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think it's him thinking he knows shit that he doesn't know.
He's in fucking La La Land. I like your take.
Eddie, I hope you don't leave us, but I guarantee you'd freaking kill
get that
job.
gig.
You'd get that gig. So my take on this game, as a Raider fan, I want the Chargers to win
Because you want them to keep Staley.
because I want them to keep Staley and
I want the Chargers to win.
imagine Sean Payton with that freaking roster. We're not going to go there yet
We're not doing that yet. I want the Chargers to win because my favorite uncle.
because you smell of a Charger fan.
I used to have Charger season tickets. My favorite uncle, Laito, So
Aito, what's up,
who
player?
said he would be watching. He wanted me to hear him. He wanted to hear me say he's my favorite uncle. My favorite uncle's a Charger fan, and he's blinded by the light sometimes.
Laito, what's up, player?
What up? What up?
Ibaka is going with the Chargers.
Oh fuck! Bye
And
bye.
an alternative over.
I might watch this game tomorrow night with Odie and Ebuck. By the way, that might be crazy. So I will not let them influence me.
You might. So I can see the future. Rafa's going to be throwing them in both in the freaking bathroom together.
Guaranteed.
Get your ass in the bathroom.
Guaranteed.
So that's all we have to say. Big John, you have anything to say about that game? No.
We got a Dolphins fan waiting for the next game
Oh,
right here. Get
yes,
closer to my
over here.
game
Gabe.
because that's the next game up.
Gabe can't wait. So now we're going to our Sunday games. Dolphins in Buffalo. Big number. Bills minus 13.5. Over under 43 and a hook, Rafa.
That line's been moving.
Yes.
Started at 11. It's now at 13.5. Dude.
I have a feeling.
You have a feeling what? Tell me your feeling.
I don't know, man.
You think they can win this game?
No, oh my.
There's no chance this team wins this game.
Listen, me and Odie.
I'm gonna blue chip this game based
There
off.
you go.
Dude. Did you watch the Dolphins game last week? Dude, they
Horrible.
look terrible, dude.
Horrible.
They look terrible. And then this kid, to me, it was like they're interviewing him after the game, and he's like, "Yeah, because blah blah," and he's just like, when he's speaking, you just like they're interviewing, whoever Brock Purdy after throwing 3 touchdowns. Like, that's what he sounded like. Like, bro, you didn't even get up. You didn't score a touchdown.
Listen, I know how crazy. I don't know. What I'm saying makes no sense. I just have this weird feeling. That's all I'm saying.
Just go to the bathroom then if you got that weird feeling.
I was gonna say, at least you're acknowledging it makes zero sense.
It makes zero sense. It does.
I think the Bills, just based off of what I saw last week from the Dolphins, they couldn't move the ball at all. They couldn't score. They couldn't do shit. They got that lucky cover there at the end. There's a mush out there that had, the Jets +4.
Yes.
And that went south in a hurry.
Yes.
I like the Bills to cover this line and absolutely
Blue chip?
I'm blue chipping.
Blue chip.
Buffalo minus 13.5. I think they dominate this game. Start to finish, they dominate this game. What do you think?
Gabe.
You're a Dolphins fan.
Let it be known he's a fish fan.
He's a fish.
Big time Dolphins fan. Been a Dolphins fan since Tannehill went there. And even before that.
Really? That's what did it for you?
Nah, even
He's
before that.
fucking like 12.
I'm only 21.
It's a guy named
Like
Marino.
it wasn't a Dan Marino.
I didn't know Dan Marino until I did my history. Only team to ever go 17-0, the Miami Dolphins, and win a Super Bowl. But as
1971,
much
baby.
of a Fins fan I am, I'm also a realist. And the reality of it is, with a third-string quarterback, Skylar Thompson, as much as I love the dude and I wish he balls out, stranger things have happened. We have the Miami Miracle where we beat the Patriots in a series of laterals to go ahead and get that W. Bills are a powerhouse. Bills are a juggernaut, and they got a lot to play for with DeMar Hamlin.
They do.
God bless his soul, waking up and stabilizing himself. And they have a lot to play for. I'm a Fins fan. I hope the Miami Dolphins win.
But you're even agreeing with Rafa, is what you're saying.
But the odds are stacked up against us quite
largely.
quite immensely.
Hugely.
Yeah, and the team without Tua is just not the same team.
No.
Or with Tua, some say. So, thank you, Gabe, for your input.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you have also. I'm out on an island.
What do you think about this game, MB?
I don't think I honestly would take Dolphins to cover, but Bills are gonna roll, and then they're gonna just kind of hang back and ride out the W.
I think Buffalo rolls them.
I'm still seconding that weird feeling though, because that weird feeling it might be 1% of me.
I have a weird feeling too. It might be the masala wings from Julio's.
A crazy hot take since we're on the topic of Miami Dolphins football. And you mentioned Lamar Jackson dipping.
I saw that.
On.
I did see that as well.
I would, as a Fins fan, would love to have Lamar on the Miami Dolphins.
With those two receivers, those running backs,
there's
that coach,
so many
that could work.
quarterbacks.
That could work.
And he takes B-tap. Ask him what he wants to talk about.
My freaking every team, every quarterback is connected with Miami because it looks like it's a plug and
Like
go.
it's just a plug and
It's
go.
a plug and go. Carr. I've heard Carr. I've heard
Carr
Brady.
is not the guy for
I've
that.
heard Brady. I've heard Lamar. I mean, I've heard who? I mean, anyone you go into that. It's a
with those receivers and
they have a good defense.
And the coach,
Yeah, I like
the
the coach.
style of the coach.
Yeah.
And they have a good defense.
Another interesting thing about Lamar, he was actually he went to high school in South Florida.
Yeah, he did.
Born and raised in South Florida.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He was a Dolphins fan growing up, from what I've been told, and I couldn't think of a better place for him to.
Check
Not
all.
that he hasn't had an illustrious career already, but to just go over there and solidify with a dude like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
I mean, think about it.
he
He's
coached
never
like
had
the
receivers
game.
like that.
Oh, a lot of people haven't had receivers like that.
No.
Yeah, good point.
He's got to be willing to take $30 million, not 40 though.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know if he's willing to do that, but
But
You know what, man? Like
Michael Brown's a salary cap specialist.
he
here.
is. He is. Michael Brown's all. So Michael Brown's in real estate. If anyone is in Santa Clarita and you are looking to purchase or sell a home, and he goes all over Southern California, this guy is top of the line. Go ahead, Michael Brown. Give your handle out, Michael. Or
my real estate market update.
yes, yes. And he's the best. Michael Brown is a professional.
Only the best.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too into it, but inventory's rebuilding. Rates are kind of stabilizing. You know, there's different programs lenders offer to kind of get your rate close to what it was before everyone kind of.
But how
freaking
can
out.
they reach you?
Oh, easy.
I didn't ask you for a fucking breakdown of the fucking real estate market.
Hey, I'm doing my job. But just call me, text me 661-305-0067. We'd love to answer any questions you got. And
Look at that.
That's all I'm
Michael
gonna,
Brown, let me
Giving
tell
out
you.
digits, baby.
Michael Brown
Watch out,
is
those Niner gangbang fans are going to call.
the best, the best real estate guy in Southern California.
Guaranteed.
Can't
Book
zing,
it.
can't zing anymore now.
What's going on to
Got
that
your
next
number
one?
out.
So we've got that covered. This is another great game. Giants in Minnesota with some shorter pap. The Vikings -3, 48 and a hook. Who doesn't love some shorter pap from Minnesota?
What is your input on this game?
Well, you know,
I want to hear it.
I think the Giants win this game.
That's what I thought you would say. What do you think?
I'd like Vikings.
That's what I thought.
Giants.
See?
Giants money line.
Well, it doesn't
See-
really matter. Listen, I introduced you as the guru because
I just wanted to make sure I was on the right side.
you try.
I feel after hearing you say you like the
Oh, now
Giants,
you know.
now I feel good. I think the public is going to be on the Giants. They feel that.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota's going to win the game. 3 is pretty. I think 3 is the right number. I can see them winning by a field goal.
That's definitely a good number.
3 or 4. I don't see them dominating the game, but I do see them winning the game.
I think it's all about coach. I just think Dable's a great coach.
I think he's an awesome coach.
That's the only thing. As far as team goes, obviously but Minnesota lets everybody hang around. They don't close anybody out.
I agree with you.
And the only reason I feel Giants is because of Dable. That being said, I love the Giants. Go with Rafa.
I like the Vikings, and I probably want to say that the NFC East might not even win a playoff game this week.
Woo! I love that.
That would be 0-3, by the way,
So
if they don't win one. I think Minnesota's going to win this game. I think they're going to be able to get the ball. Cook's going to go off. Justin Jefferson is, my God, he's good, isn't he?
oh, he's so good, man.
Best receiver in football right now, I think.
So
I'm gonna go out
he
there.
almost. I mean, he was almost He's an MVP candidate. I mean,
Okay.
as far as a non-quarterback, I mean,
Oh, non-quarterback, for sure.
yeah. That's how good he is, man.
He's very good. I
And
like
he
the
was-
Vikings.
I think he was drafted 27th, with 3 receivers, Ruggs being one of them, Judy being one of them, a bunch of receivers taken before him.
Jalen Rieger and C.D. Lamb.
Jalen Rieger
Yeah, that was
and
that
C.D.
was
Lamb.
fresh.
And
C.D. Lamb's pretty good. Let's not.
he ain't no Justin Jefferson.
Thank you.
No.
Amen.
Nobody's Justin Jefferson. Chase is there,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
that's about it.
That's what I'm saying.
But I
That's
like
how good-
Minnesota. I like Minnesota minus the 3. You're probably going to end up with a push.
Yeah.
You can maybe backdoor a little win there. I don't think the Giants are going to be, as good as people think they are. And a lot of people are taking them. That's the Vegas pick.
Do you sign? And
If the
I'll
Giants-
ask you this: do you actually bring that quarterback back? Do you bring Danny Dimes back?
after this year, what would you do?
I just
Who do you get?
I go get someone in the draft.
Yeah, but
No.
what's their draft pick? 20?
I-
25?
They're
doesn't-
somewhere in the
It doesn't
20s.
matter. I think he's better than the Duke graduate. I think that the coach is so good. He's done what he's done with Danny Dimes.
I don't agree with that.
I don't see him being the quarterback of the future.
Go get Derek Carr.
Go get Derek Carr, and then we'll.
Send a one over there. So I can,
He could never handle New York.
Oh no, are you
He
kidding?
could never.
Never.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
I
He
forgot
could-
about that.
He could
No.
never.
No.
handle that.
No. I'm out of here.
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Post something on Instagram, David.
You can't talk to me like that.
No, that's. I think they made the playoffs. Would they win 10 games?
yeah, but that's coaching too. I agree with
I
that.
agree. He's one of the better coaches in the league this year.
He's done more with less.
Could he be coach of the year?
He should be in contention. I don't know if
He should be. I think he might win it. Actually,
Well, the guy from Philadelphia
Yeah, I
is
was
probably
gonna
going to
say
win it.
Philly maybe yes, but
Sirianni
he
deserves it.
He should be right there. So
Peterson from
yeah,
Jacksonville.
no, that's another.
And
those two, I think, they're only front runners for that.
yeah.
So
So let's go into Sunday Night Football, which
Ravens, Bengals.
Ravens Bengals. It's my sister also put a future bet. My sister every year. My sister loves Vegas. She goes to the South Point. Michelle, I hope you're listening. Every year she puts money on the Bengals, except one last year. Every year she does it. I mean, the Bengals have been horrible, and she asked Zach to put $100 on the Bengals last year,
To win
and he didn't do it.
Woof. Well,
And that would
they
have
didn't
been
win.
big money.
Yeah, that would have been a lot
That
of
would have
money.
been big money.
Ouch.
But
Preseason?
she made sure. She told me this time. She's like, Eddie, can you take care of that? I said, I got you. I will put that in for
And
you.
you put it in for her.
Yes,
Okay.
because Zach fumbled the ball.
And
And
that would have been. That had to have been at least plus 4,000. Plus.
I might have been 7 or 9.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, Zach.
It might have been plus
Fumble
9,000.
Rooski.
Yeah.
Talk about a salmon move, huh?
Yeah.
Salmon.
So, Ravens in Cincy. Bengals minus 9.5. Over under.
This line's been moving all week,
Yeah.
too. Started 6.5, now 9.5. Hundley's. I don't know if Hundley's playing.
Who else would play?
He's been practicing in limited this week.
Oh, so he's probably going to play.
Yeah.
He's gonna play.
So, now the crazy thing about this game is all the trends point to the under. Under 4-0,
teams, yes.
last 4 wild card games for the Bengals. I mean, for the Ravens. 9-1 to the under on the last 10 games on turf. The only game that went over last week, Bengals Ravens.
Wow.
Okay, all the other ones.
That's crazy.
Bengals 5-0 last 5 games, last 5 wild card games. 8-0 last 8 playoff games to the under for the Bengals. And last year on their playoff run, on their Super Bowl run, where they didn't win but they got there,
Yeah.
all the games went under.
Wow.
The under sits at 40.5.
I would have never thought that would
Crazy
go.
for that team, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The defense was really good that nobody realized. So that's one thing I'd bet in that game. I unfortunately thought Lamar was playing, so I have a bet in
I
Vegas.
can't believe he's not playing.
Me too. I have a bet in Vegas already. I did earlier in the week, Ravens plus 6.5. So I'm dead there probably. And I also have
Maybe-
it on a teaser plus 12.5 in Vegas as well. So I might be dead there.
Maybe
But-
Lamar does a
No, he's not playing.
a mud bowl, Bobby Boucher, because at halftime. You remember when Lamar Jackson came out and beat the Cincinnati Bengals at halftime?
Now,
What a
listen,
great story that would be, right?
going back to what Odie was saying, divisional game in the playoffs, Ravens defense isn't a bunch of bums. Okay?
Oh no!
So you're not playing. It's not like the Niners in the Seahawks game. I think right. These teams are a lot close. If Lamar was playing, I think the line would be a lot closer.
obviously,
Obviously, yeah, for sure. So I mean, the game. Forget the line. The game would be a lot
Yeah.
closer. So
go ahead, Eddie Money. What do you have to say about this?
Steve Lopez says Bengals won by 17 since Lamar's out.
Woo, Steve Lopez,
nice.
my guy. So now,
I don't disagree with that. I bet it early, so I'm dead in the water.
So
24-7.
the last game on our docket is Monday Night Football. Bucks in Dallas.
No, actually, it's not. It's Dallas in Tampa.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It is in Tampa.
Dallas in Tampa. Tampa plus 2.5.
Yes.
Total 45.5. You have a take on this one or not yet?
My only take is I just always want the Cowboys to lose. So
Me too. I second that as well.
second that
as well. And you know what happens if they lose, right? The Cowboys, if they lose this game, all the fans, well, we lost to Brady, so it doesn't matter because we lost to Brady. No, you fucks, you were favored on the road, which means that Vegas thinks that you're at least 5.5 points better than Brady.
Oh, yeah.
But we weren't supposed to win because we never beat Brady and Rodgers. That's how they think.
I love Rafa's
That's
impression.
how they fucking think.
Yes.
So I was watching something on Instagram or whatever, and Evans, mid-game, it's in the game. It might have been last week against Atlanta, I don't know. But in the game, Evans says, oh, you know you're 6-0 against the Cowboys. Or he says you're undefeated against Cowboys. Yeah, what is...
Because Evans is mic'd up.
Yeah, well, somebody's there right behind him, right? And he goes,
Okay.
oh, you're 6-0 against them. He goes, yeah, I knew that because I saw it this week. So Brady's 6-0 against the Cowboys.
He's 7-0.
7-0? There it is.
I
So
mean-
Mike was wrong. They were both wrong, but they knew they were Brady knew he
Oh,
was
yeah,
undefeated.
Brady corrected him. He's like, yeah, I'm 7-0.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that
That's
part.
crazy.
Oh,
So
Jesus,
listen,
so
I mean,
he knows.
think about what Brady's actually gone through this season. Going through, I mean, I've never been through one, but everyone says divorces are, I mean, they're brutal. This dude went through a divorce in the middle of a football season, and he made the playoffs. And I'm as a Raider fan, I'm pulling for Brady. I'm pulling for him, and
I always pull for Brady. And it's a high-profile divorce.
yeah, it's tough.
It's not like it wasn't.
Oh man, it's tough. I mean, Giselle's going out with her jiu-jitsu freaking instructor.
Let's just go to Costa Rica and do some
Yes, I want to
stretches.
work on my bottom guard.
Yes.
Yes,
I like Tampa in this game.
throw in FTX and, you know.
Yeah, then throw in FTX, by the way. Who knows how much money?
Yeah, he's got a lot of drama on his
yeah.
plate.
I heard 45 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And Gronk isn't there. His buddy, his road dog, for the first time, isn't there with him. I mean,
What do you think on this game? Who do you think, if you had to, who you're picking?
I'm with Eddie. I hate the Cowboys.
So you like Tampa to win the
Tampa.
game? You doing Tampa?
But
too?
logic says that Cowboys should win this game.
Yes.
Logic says that the Cowboys should win this game.
Yes.
Logic says that Dak should be a better quarterback than leading the league in interceptions
Yes.
with 5 less games than everyone else.
Logic says I shouldn't have had 6 pieces of pizza.
And then
tonight.
Yeah. And the masala wings. Although very delicious, by the way.
Very delicious.
So that, I like Tampa as well. I'm not blue chipping it, but Monday Night Football on a holiday.
What a great freaking
What a great idea
what a great
by the league.
schedule, man. This is so good. So that is our NFL.
Oh, you said we them girls. Sorry, you buck.
We
Oh.
have girls. Wow. It's funny because they're best friends and they're Niner and
Cowboy fans, right? And
That
they're best
makes- yeah.
friends forever.
Steve Lopez says Bucks 28-24.
Look, he's
Ooh,
giving us some insider
Steve,
information.
yeah, it's-
We might have to get a segment.
Someone bet exact score.
Yeah,
Wow.
28-24. If he asterisk that, if he
Steve.
hits that, we got to get him on the show.
Steve, let me say, buddy, we're asking that, and if you are right, you're invited to sit in that chair right next week.
Yes, sir.
So that is our NFL rundown brought to you by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. Go check that out.